Hello, good morning. Scary Champion, Psychic Medium. I have a little exercise for you if you are working on becoming a psychic or a psychic medium. The two are different. I think I've explained in a previous video that mind to mind stuff is pretty much psychic stuff. Medium stuff is you actually hear voices or spirits from the other side are telling you a feeling. A feeling is just as good as a word. I happen to hear voices and always have. I think I've told that story since the age of 6. My grandmother passed. And for those of you who are working on your psychic or mediumistic abilities, this is a good exercise. This is one you can do practically anywhere, anytime. And it came to me as I was at a psychic fair this weekend. Gave a little class, read people in the audience, sat and gave readings for a couple of days. And all these fairs sort of have, you know, where there's a lot of work and then you're sitting there and then there's a lot of work and you're sitting there. So it kind of is a roller coaster all day. And if you intend on doing this for a living, the most important thing you need is patience. And we see people who don't have patience. Um, we're working our booth. They have nothing to do. They come over and start a conversation in the middle of whatever we're doing. The other day, I had to yell at someone, "Get out of my booth. Go find something to do. You're we're working." Not like me, but there it was. She got the point. She understood. And this is another medium I've tried to help several times. Anyway, and I think she has some pretty good potential there. I think she has probably what it takes. She wants it really badly. And that's a big factor in doing this. Wanting won't get you though. So I'm sitting there. There's a lot of work, and now it's dead time. It's usually the time that we go to the bathroom, we get something to drink, we maybe snack on crackers because it's a long day and you don't eat like 8 hours, and you're just reading people. You can't leave the building and go. Well, you can, but it's not advisable. And I'm sort of staring out into space, and I began reading people as they go by. I thought, gee, this would be a good exercise for those who are working at it. Um, have you ever noticed that when you're totally exhausted, you get the most information? Now, if that's not happening, then you don't have it. If you're totally worn out and totally tired, and all of a sudden your intuitive self starts coming up with all this stuff, you think, gee, I need to do this, I need to do that, then you're in the zone. You're there because what happens when you are going about your daily business? Your conscious mind is focusing on something, not allowing stuff to come into your subconscious mind. It blocks it. Whatever you're doing is more important. Um, Climbing Mount Everest, you don't want to be spacey. You want to be fully focused. And most people are fully focused most of the time, but it tends to block out information. But when you're really, really tired, it just comes right in. It just will overwhelm you, and you'll say, I need to call my aunt or my grandmother or something, and then you call and you find out it was important that you call them. That's some pretty good stuff there. So find a place to sit, get all relaxed, and really just stare at someone. The mall's a great place for this. They're all kind of zombieing around anyway. Find a nice bench or something and stare at people as they go by, relaxing. Your guys will pick up that that's the person you want to be listening to. And they'll tell you all kinds of things about it. All kinds of things. And when you get really good at it, you can watch live television and they'll give you the same information about people who are, they have that new setting on Netflix. These things, we discovered one the other day that has stores shows, but it also has live shows that play on the same site. But these are all storage shows you can look at. And then there's a live feed, and it'll click you right to what's playing, what they're streaming currently. And if you can do this in a mall or eating lunch or at work, even just kind of stare at someone and see if and relax and see if you can't pick up information. Mediums do it all the time. Psychics do it some of the time. And it's valuable information. You wouldn't think it would be, but it sort of crosses a line. For me, it's okay. I've always done it. It doesn't bother me. Other people feel it's an invasion of privacy. There is no privacy. If you think the world's full of private stuff, it really isn't. One person can keep a secret if he doesn't talk. Two people, you're done for. There's no secret. Someone's going to tell someone. So if I'm working for a guy and I stare at him, back when I never had legitimate jobs, but it doesn't sound good either. I never had a real on the grid legitimate job. I could just look at him and know I was going to get fired, or I was going to get transferred to something else, or I knew something good was coming my way, a raise, or somebody new to work with, or something. They carry it around in their brains. You can access it if you just relax. That's kind of telepathic stuff. It's one brain to another. It's been going on since the beginning of time. I don't think I'm unique to this. I think there's a million people out there that do it. And they use their intuitive abilities to enhance who they are in the world. I figure other people can run faster, or their brains are larger, or they're the boss's son, or something. So they're getting ahead. And this is just me using my abilities to get ahead. The guy that can run the bases the quickest and get a hit is the guy that's going to be in the game. The guy that keeps striking out, doesn't know what he's doing, he's going to hit the door pretty quick in the world of competitive commerce, which I don't belong to and really never did. But sometimes that information can save your life. It has for many people. I was doing a video. Somebody sent me an email. I'd gotten a reading. I'd given a reading to someone, and I talked about the EMS showing up, and she couldn't figure that one out. And then the next day, her camper van caught on fire, and the EMS did show up to see if there was someone had died in it. Because sometimes people park their RVs in their yard and they sleep in them, or people come visit and they sleep in them. They just use it as an extra bedroom when people come. So they put the fire out and no one was hurt. And sometimes it's just information like that. You're not quite sure what's going on, but I was walking around my apartment once where I lived way up north, and I heard robbery. I thought, well, what in the heck is that? Going to be robbed? Okay, so I didn't carry anything of any value. I emptied my pockets, put stuff some other place. Figuring I was going to be robbed. I woke up the next morning, and I had a new Jeep, one of those ragtop Jeeps. Someone had broken in that and stolen my stuff. So they give me the information. Often it's difficult to ascertain exactly what it is. The word robbery in itself, hard to determine. They didn't give me Jeep robbery. That would have been valuable. But I should have figured that out. And I didn't. I mean, it's not like they took a lot, but don't keep much in a car anyway. Anyway, attempt to do this at some point or other in the next few days. Just sort of spaz out, relax, let your subconscious take over, and you look at someone and see if you don't get some information from them. If you do, this is a new tool for the 21st century. And I'm writing a book now about talking about similar things that you're going to need abilities in the metaphysical range to get along at all in the future. Your life may depend upon it. So start developing them. No fear, no regret, no anger. Thanks for watching.